Today we're looking at the 2014 Jeep Wrangler. I chose out the Sport model. This also comes in a four-door version, likewise, which would carry 5 people. A two-door will carry only 4. Engine transmissions were all the same, either trim level, whether it's a Sport, Sahara, Rubicon, and there's multiple other small packages that's been changed. Willys, Moab, Arctic. But the interior trim has been changed a great deal since 2010. The engine has been changed since 2012. We are now running the Pentastar engine, which is virtually in every one of our vehicles, even made its way into our pickup truck line at this time.
I'm Mike English. I'm here live at Chrysler Dodge Jeep Falvey's on Route 32 in Norwich. With me is Chuck, the sales representative here, and he knows everything. We're about to drive. What are we about to drive?
2014 Jeep Wrangler.
2014 Jeep Wrangler Sport. It's got black trim here. This is kind of a jumping off point for all the Jeeps that they have here. So here you can add stuff on. There's so many different versions of it. This one, of course.
Several models, several trim levels, a lot of equipment, a lot of accessories. A lot of people like to accessorize them as soon as they get them.
So maybe we should take the top off and get going.
So we can do that.
All right, let's do that. As you can see, many, many colors. My favorite's coming up here. I like the light brown, and kind of that bronzy color. But every year there's a different color, it seems.
Black.
Black. Because the black gives the fenders a little match. You know what I mean? You don't have to get them painted necessarily. What color is yours?
Mine's red.
It's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Wrangler 2014 Sport, right?
Yes.
A lot of people get Jeeps and they love them and they always buy Jeeps, you know? Like once they get them, that's what they get. What would be something that you would tell someone who's hesitant about getting into a Jeep Wrangler?
Good question. One of the major things is always a worry about rolling over. They've gone so far. Years ago, they changed them over from leaf spring to coil. That was in the 90s.
Yeah.
Late 90s. So from there on, the coil has a better reaction. The leaf springs, when it was in the front and the back, caused what they call a jounce. A jounce lose controls. They're great in the back of a pickup truck for weight load, but for riding, obviously, all cars now, there's really no leaf springs left in any of them.
Yeah, this one's smooth. I don't have any problem here.
One of the things in 2006 was the last year pretty old design. This 2007 or right to now and into next year. And this body trim, this has all been designed basically by Daimler, Mercedes-Benz, when we were owned by them.
Yep.
Safety is one of their major factors. What they've done is in the front end, coil springs, 5 coils around, they use a large diameter sway bar in the front, which holds the vehicle down on the ground in the corners. There's also a safety feature in here. It's called REM, anti-roll mitigation, which is in my Grand Cherokees since 2005. It's in all my Jeeps at this time. It's on my Dodge Chrysler Plymouth.
So they're safe.
Got that Dodge Chrysler Jeeps. And yeah, anti-roll mitigation basically it's almost impossible to roll the vehicle.
Tell me about like the insurance costs and things like that related to the Jeep Wrangler.
One of the things you're going to find throughout my whole Jeep line, because of the safety equipment that's installed in it, is standard, no matter which trim level you're looking at. The safety features are in there. Compared to another SUV, like a Ford Explorer or something like that, I mean, you're going to find that the Jeep actually will be cost less to insure.
Oh, really? That's good.
It's because you got to go back again. It's all about Daimler. We're still with some of our engineers. We have some of their technology. We're still using a lot of Bosch equipment, which I mean, when you're looking for a company that's ahead of their game, it's one of the forefronts. But when you go to your insurance company, call them and ask them, and you'll be really shocked. It really is extremely inexpensive to insure.
I like the sound of that. It's cheap. It's for me. I feel like we should be going to the beach right now. I think we should be going, you know, even if we were going to work right now, it would feel like we're going to the beach.
it's a nice break. You know, you get up in the morning, you get in your Jeep, and I'm fortunate to have one. And it's just driving, it just opens it all up. It's nice.
You can attest to it too. There's a lot of amenities. Like there's a lot going on. It's not a stripped down Jeep of the days of yore. What's
this particular is? I mean, you can still get them stripped out without air conditioning, manual modes, manual transmission. Excuse me. No power windows, but this has power windows, tilt, cruise control. You connect for the phone, AM, FM, CDs. They're still out there. It's going to phase away soon. Air conditioning's also, power mirrors. Even with the power equipment, the power doors, you can still remove the doors. It's only you unplug it and release the strap, take the two cap nuts, and lift the door up.
Yeah, that's cool. I love that when I see people driving around. And by the way, when you see a Jeep, there's supposed to be some sort of Jeep wave. Like
Yeah, I'm sure we'll come across
what's
one.
the Jeep wave like that?
That's it.
Wave that way. See, she doesn't have the Jeep. She doesn't get the wave. She doesn't know what she's doing. She doesn't get to Falvey's. She's not living the dream that we're living right now. She's not going to the beach.
As soon as we cross one, I'm sure they'll wave.
All right. So when you buy a Jeep like this, a Jeep Wrangler Sport, or when you buy any car at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, you're really starting a relationship with the dealer because you'll be going back for oil changes, etc.
Yes, and one of the things we've done, and to cement that a little bit more, is we've given every new car purchaser a free oil change for 3 years package. 3 years and 36,000 miles. The only thing they're left to do is basically rotate their tires.
Yeah.
So they're pretty much service free. I hope we can start a relationship and continue it.
Nice. I think that's a good idea. I mean, I've heard great things about the service department, that they've been there for a very long time. Who's the head of the department?
Well, Tim Falvey Jr.
Tim Falvey Jr.
You know, so we're talking 4th generation families in there now.
Right. And that's good when you see a business there that's there for that long of a time. You know, they got staying power, and that's a good sign.
They're not owned by anybody else.
That's good. All right, so Chuck, we're enjoying summertime here, obviously, but in New England, as you well know, this is not the case every day that you have a nice sunny day. So winter comes along, you're in a Jeep Wrangler, I'd say you're all set.
You pretty much are. With a 4-wheel drive, you could be cruising, they say up to 55 miles an hour in that area. Actually, I put mine in much higher. But you got to remember, you're going to have slippery roads. But the shift on the fly, just simply by pulling it back in a 4-wheel drive, you know, you cannot go in a low range though. So
right, but of course we're doing, you know, we're moving along here. That's pretty crazy. Before you had to stop it.
There was a whole thing years ago. That's all gone. They've made it very simple.
It's easy. They made it easy breezy.
A lot of people do not trust electronics because they can't put their hands on it. They can't feel it. So they still like to go back to a manual mode, and they retain that in the Wrangler.
Yeah.
Only.
Really? That's great. Just boom, on the fly. That makes it a good safe car.
That's nice. You're going across a bridge, and you know the underneath is warm. It's colder, so it freezes up, and all of a sudden you got an icy spot.
When's the last time you put your Jeep in 4-wheel drive?
It was in the winter.
Yeah.
I don't take mine off-road. Most people really don't use them as their could be used for.
Look at this guy. Let's wave to that guy. That guy's psyched right now. Get to Falvey's. Here we are. We got a green lights. We are turning on to Mohegan Sun Boulevard, and we're going to see if this thing tips over. That's our goal. We're going to try to tip it over.
Thanks.
Well,
we're not going to have any luck.
All right. We'll see. Beautiful day. It's not even that windy. I remember the old ones being way windy.
The old ones were. Wind noise, flapping of those soft tops. It's all gone now since they redesigned it in 2007. Even to take the hard top off of this, it only takes 2 people, 6 small screws, and 1 connector.
It's a lot smoother. It's more car-like. I guess it might be the coils we're talking about. Normally you'd be stuck behind a Cadillac doing 10 miles an hour in this corner, but we're not. Here we go. Oh yeah, I could go way faster than this. I'm going about 50. I like to slow. This is faster than I go.
Very little body roll. All of our Jeeps.
This is really good. This is me being a bad driver. And we are back home here at Falvey's on Route 32 in Norwich. You've owned many Jeeps. How many Jeeps do you think you've owned in your years?
Since I've been here 10 years, I've had 12. My mom has one of my old ones still.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How many?
12.
12. Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so no one knows better than you
Yeah.
what the resale value of is after you're ready to get rid of it or pass it on.
People like myself, I mean, Jeeps you're very loyal to them. And one of the things with a Wrangler is it has one of the highest, probably it might be still the highest resale value in the United States of any other American-built car.
Yeah.
A lot of folks come in, people are online looking at used Wranglers, and what Bob has been doing with pricing here on the brand new ones, they're looking and comparing to a brand new one. I says, oh my God, for a little bit more I can get a brand new one.
Right.
And I says, well, it just goes back to show you what the market value is on the used
You
ones.
might as well, yeah.
So I mean, if you're going to be driving something, you're going to be making a payment, you want to make an investment, because it will be there on the way out. It's there no matter what the mileage is, and people just enjoy them.
So we'll come see you. We'll come see Bob Lutz, the general manager here at Falvey's. And you're the expert. Clearly, you've been telling us all this kind of stuff that didn't end up on video about like how to get it so that your car doesn't get dented and dinged and all that sort of thing. You have recommendations. You got a lot of advice, so that's good.
I drive them and I enjoy them.
All right, so come to Falvey's, Route 32 in Norwich, and get the expertise that you're looking for.